Hello there, I'm developing the empty space, the creator, um, on my own. It's actually an indie game and it's gonna be available on September 15th. It's gonna be like a month from now, so I've got a lot of time to polish everything. The game's almost finished. You can start the gameplay all the way through the end. Everything's there. We don't have any placeholders left. A lot has been finished, and I'm just polishing stuff out. Like the scene you're seeing right now is just a lot different than it was like 3 months ago. It's a lot more realistic. The post-processing part is a lot better, a lot more polished. So let's explain everything. So what I had before all of this was right now I have an HDRI backdrop, and I have lots of post-processing volumes, which, let me find which one was it. Yeah, this is it. So this is what we have normally. It doesn't look bad, but it's just too colorful. The game is like, it's not as colorful, it's not playing around, it's a little bit dealing with some sensitive stuff at times, and it's a little bit to the horror side at times. It can sometimes scare you off, and this color just doesn't do the job. And for the cloud part, I was using the volumetric cloud, and I've changed a lot from it. I've changed a lot of the shaders. It's just some Raymarch shading. It looks cool, it looks really good, but it's got problems performance wise, and it's not as dark. Being dark is really important. So what I did was to add a post-processing volume. I changed a lot of exposure. I'm using lots of post-processing effects, like the lens flare you see here right now, like this one. It's just a really cool dynamic lens flare that we're using, like this one. It's not a lens flare, it's something else. It's a bloom, convolution bloom. And I'm using an image, a texture for the kernel. It looks really good, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm not using any like dynamic exposure for this one. It's all static, and the min and max of the EV100 is set to 9. And I've changed a lot of the contrast in shady surfaces, in highlights, in midtones. I've changed a lot. So we've touched a lot of post-processing, and then I used a HDRI, which is really cool. It can be colorful at times, but since it's a little bit more realistic, it makes this scene lean to the realistic side a little bit more. So as you can see, without it, the scene is just a little bit more colorful, and we don't want that. We want it. We want this scene color, we want this scarlet color to be like affecting the surface, the asphalt, a little bit more. So to do that, I've done something really stupid. We have something that can show the texture, and we can have the ability to change the intensity. So if I want it to be really like a daylight, I can do it like this. If I want it to be like a nighttime, I can decrease the intensity, which in my case I'm using 100 value for this one. And then we have the skylights, which we can use a real-time capture or a texture, for which I use a texture with the intensity of 1000. So by default it's set to 1. Yeah. And I'm multiplying it by 1000, and on the other hand I'm darkening the scene by a lot. So in this way we're using the lumen like a lot, and there are a lot of, like, as you can see, indirect shadows, There are a lot of ambient occlusion lighting. I mean, fake ambient occlusion, but this time it's just lumen-based ambient occlusion. We're using SSAO as well, which is something else. But like, for example, if you pay close attention on the beneath of the surface of this bench, there are some shadows which come directly from the skylight, and if it's set to 1, those are just gone. So the whole lighting I've created for it is just gone. And reflections, of course, as you can see, it just changes everything too drastically. And this is the final scene at the moment. I am still polishing it though. Maybe I'm gonna be changing a lot more, but let's see. This is something that I would be really satisfied with. And this is one of the levels that I have in my game. Let me show it to you in action, of course. So I have to go to the save game tree, load game, and
I remember this place.
The whole deal. And you have the rain, you have the raindrops, you have the
there was this polite lady and her small cafe in the street.
Really
it still makes me smile thinking about that day.
And serious, because we're seeing lots of fire, we are shooting around, we are dealing with lots of destruction, and that just all adds a lot of depth to the seriousness of the game. And this is it. I just wanted to let you know that this is the new progress in my game. I'm gonna go ahead and create a lot more talking about how I'm creating, changing different things in my game until I publish the game, or I will be talking about the plans further on after the release of the game. I'm having some thoughts of implementing some new game mods. Of course, multiplayer is not the case here. This is a single player game, but we can have game mods with AI bots and all. This was it. I wish you a good day. Bye.